restart that in case YouTube does the normal thing of sort of cutting out the first couple seconds. Hello everyone, and welcome to FTRS Tier 1. We're about to do round 9 at Netherlands, at Zandvoort in the Netherlands. Hold on, I need to sneeze. Right, sorry. We are at Zandvoort in the Netherlands. There are 18 people. Possibly that is a record for this season. I know I've missed a couple races, just due to varying reasons, but yeah, possibly that is the most we've had this season so far. But yes, like I said, welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoy it. And yeah. So let's see. Oh right, I gotta put on the track map. Let's see who's the first person on the lap. It seems to be Legend, maybe? No? I think it's them. What's that? Oh, started their lap. Oh, that's my bad. I bit late. Yeah, that's armchair bike. He's not. What's that? Anyways, yeah. No, it's not for that. That's well, let's see, end off the lap. He sets at 109.5 with the Williams. Who will be next up across the line? It is Legend with a 109. NRT Prez with a, yeah, actually, I thought I had that on fast lap. With the 109.7. Jamil goes also with the 109.7. Oh wait, no, he's the one with the 109.7. NRT Prez was at 110. That's too much. Inosio, oh, by far fastest by several tenths, with the 108.8. That's very good lap for Inosio. ACW now, also a 108.8. Legend goes, yeah, no, he was already there. Sam goes on provisional pole. Of course, we've still got about 14 minutes left, so it's unlikely that will stay, but that's a good lap from Sam. Armchair bike now on provisional pole with a 108.7. Almost a full tenth ahead of Sam. As we go back, the only people in the pits are Kinkiski, Junior Spam L2, PSBT, that's what I'll call him, because that's just a cluster of letters, and I don't know why, but I'm having trouble reading that. And Legend is also in the pits. Junior Spam L2 is coming out now. NRT Prez is pitting. Art Apple Gamer is joined, and that is a rev glitch. I didn't realize I was on the onboard cam anyways. Let's see, who's someone that's very quick on the lap? George Nader is on the lap, he's always very quick. And I think he invalidated it. But he's not going on another lap. Let's see. Sam hitting now. Michael is not on a hot lap. Petjen is not on a hot lap. Speaking of which, shout out to him. We had a decent battle in the FTRS GT Sport League today. Just a few minutes ago, actually. Congratulations to Jackson on the GT win, and of course TRT Kimmy, who unfortunately is not in this lobby. I asked him during the WEC FTRS race if he was racing. He said he wasn't, which is very unfortunate. So unfortunately, it's not going to be that he's joining late. He's just not racing today, and that what just happened. Oh, Art Apple Gamer just joined, like, his car. Alright. Art Apple Gamer not going out for a lap yet. Wouldn't surprise me if he goes out for one soon. Who's that purple? Junior S Spam L2 went purple. I do apologize for the revs glitch, but there's nothing I can do about that. Locks up a little bit. So, into the... Oh, purple in Sector 2 also. Let's see how he does. And he... No, I thought he was going to pit for some reason. He goes 13th fastest with a 10.001. Oh, it's no one on a flying... Oh, Junior Spam... No, that's my bad. He just ended one. Oh, Head Camper's starting a flying lap. Let's ride on board with him. I haven't seen him racing since, like, Silverstone or something. So. Ooh, big snap of oversteer there. Red Bull, of course, in real life, as Albon has proved several times this year. Very, well, I say that. Max has proved this also. Don't get me wrong. Max has also proved this, but a very, very light rear end, I think. Purple in Sector 1. This is a very technical section, the part he's doing now. I quite like this track personally, and that section I've always found is tough, so presumably the drivers are also finding it tough. Purple in Sector 2 also. Since its first lap, if I remember correctly, it actually just automatically says purple. Sector is on the first lap. Runs out of FTRS on this lap, but P6 with a 109.3. So as it stands, Armchair Bike on provisional pole with a 108.7. 108.8 for Sam, who's starting his lap. I will not ride on board with him, but I will spectate him for this. Third is the Nausea, who last week raced in the Renault, but this week seems to be in the Williams. I'd imagine that they're just a reserve, and that is why they've switched cars. ACW in 4th. Karam in 5th. Legend in 6th. 7th is Het Camper. 8th PSVT. Ellie Risk in 9th. Oh, Legend goes fastest now with a 108.6. That's a good lap. But as I was saying, 9th is Ellie Risk, 10th Mickey, 11th Jamil, 12th Nick, 13th Michael, 14th Junior Spam L2, 15th NRT Prez, 16th Pepchin. I'm honestly gonna go back to... Oh, King Kiski is being disqualified. I have no idea what's happened there. Sam goes on provisional pole, though, with a 108.4. Sam, a very nice guy. I mean, like I said last week, all of these guys are, but Sam has talked to me before. He's a very kind guy. It's good to see him doing well. But will his competitors have anything to say about that? He's not on a lap. Don't know why I was spectating him. It seems Ellie Risk is on a lap. Who's that? That's got a bit higher. NRT Prez up into 7th. So Ellie Risk into 4th. That's a good lap. George Nader on provisional pole now, though, with a 108.299. Sam will be probably a little frustrated that he's no longer on provisional pole, but presumably Sam will be able to go for a final run, but as will people, other very quick drivers like ACW and, well, Armchair Bike and George Nader, presumably. Don't know why I'm spectating him, he's not on a hot lap. Jamil on a hot lap now, though. 3 turn 2, now the banked turn 3. Up, down this sort of straight bit. Not very straight, but for simplicity's sake, we'll call it a straight. Very quick right-hander here, just tiny tap on the brakes. Long, riding the curb quite a bit. Wide, you want a wide exit there, but he makes it around for the next corner, down this FTRS straight now. Coming up to this chicane, let's see how he handles it. Handles it well, I'd say, really riding the curb on the first section on the inside a lot. I don't know why, but I really like bouncing around on that curb. It's very satisfying to land on that curb, and we should now have a full grid with Jacob22F1 joining. So, at this point in time, everyone who's viewing the stream, who would you say is your favorite for the poll? I'll just leave your prediction down in the comments. I will open up YouTube on my phone and look at the stream so I can see what you've said. Should probably... Oh, Jamil looks like he... Nope, never mind. He's just backed out of the lap, changing his ERS settings. Karam on the lap now. He's in P12. Through turn 2. Handles it very nicely. Big lock up into turn 3, though. Down this sort of straight. Fast downhill right-hander here. Yeah. My phone's here, just a second. I apologize for the blue screen. Okay. Sorry about that. So it says I have 2 viewers. But 2 said viewers. I will change the question that I asked you to write in the comments. Who do you think are the favorites for pole and qual and the win? I don't know why I was still spectating Karam. Because he pitted. There is not a single person on a flying lap. Everyone is on out laps. Or in the pits. Legend is starting his lap. Nervous could be the lap. Or could it just be totally useless? Or could it just boost him a couple positions? We will wait and see. So we're through turn 3, bit of lock up. I've seen a lot of people doing that today. Left-hander that leads onto the DRS straight. On carry some good speed through here onto the straight. Now coming up to the chicane. That's a bit of lag. Don't know if that was on my part or his. Through the chicane very nicely though. Rounding a final corner now is Sebastian Vettel helmet. Nearly hitting the barrier on the inside there, goes 3rd fastest, just ahead of Anosia, with a 108.6. So the time to beat right now is a 108.299. Our Apple gamers down. Do they have wing damage? I believe they do. Yes, they've lost both of their end plates. That's interesting. So yes, we do seem to have a full grid, which is very nice. Anosia, let's see how they do. I think they're just finishing off. No, they're starting lap. So, through turn 1. Big lock up there, I think. ACW into 4th. Anosia will, on this lap, be wanting to gain that position back. Presumably also the one on Legend. And presumably he'll want to get on pole. Sam on an outlap. I'll try to spectate him once Anosia's lap is done. Purple in the first sector. We definitely want to watch this. I think I'll go on board for the second and third sectors. Lots of speed. This very nice Williams with pride flags on the halo. Purple in the second sector, I think. This is looking like it could be a very strong lap. Through the second last corner. The final, very heavily banked corner. Sticking it down on the inside. Sending it to the line for P2 with a 108.338. Now Sam, let's watch him. I do apologize. A few corners late. Sam has shown phenomenal pace so far this season. I would love to watch him on this lap. As George Nader is not starting this flying lap. That seems to be NRT Prez. But I will want to also watch George Nader. I believe he's the car ahead of Sam on track. So Sam now through the chicane. Using a lot of curb. I'm surprised he didn't invalidate. It may have just been... Oh, he's backed out though. So, George Nader now, rounding the final corner. Let's go on board with him. Sticking to the left. Starting a flying lap. And his ERS is on 0. He's not using his ERS. I don't think he's going for another... Oh, there we go. That could be seriously detrimental to his lap, though. Starting his ERS on that late. Sam is at the third corner. He seems to be going for another hot lap. Inosia goes P2. Legend is P5 at best. Armchair Bike now third. Purple first sector for George Nader. A lot of changes in the grid order now. Run through them later. ACW retired. I think that was not too long ago. I just forgot to mention it. So George Nader through the chicane. Purple sector 2. He's improving. Sam is retired. He's retired on track. Not going any faster for Sam than P4 is the best he can do. I'd say George Nader pretty much has pole secured. And he goes faster with a 108.220. Nick seems to have crashed or something. Alrighty then. Excuse me. So your pole sitter is George Nader, 12332. Running through Jamil there. Or no, that might have been Junior Span Mountain actually. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Interesting. I will run you through the grid order in a second. Oh. So, George Nader on pole. So, your grid for today is George Nader on pole, followed by Inosia, Armchair Bike, Sam, Legend, ACW, Ellie Risk, MNT Karam, I'll just call him Karam, Prez, NRT Prez, Het Camper, Mickey, Jamil, Nick, Michael, Ardapple Gamer, PSVT, Junior Spam L2, Petgen. I'm just gonna call him Pep, like I said. Followed by, I forget who, honestly. Yeah, never mind. We'll just wait a second. just waiting for formation lap to begin. Alrighty then. So, I guess I'll just restart running down the grid. So, first off, we have George Nader, followed by Nozia on the front row, followed by Armchair Bike, Sam, Legend, ACW, Ellie Risk, Karam, NRT Prez, Hetcamper, Mickey, Jamil, Nick, Michael, PSVT, PSVT, Junior Spam L2, who's just spun, Pepjin, King Kiski, Art Apple Gamer, and Jacob. As we wait for them to get back to the grid. As we now line up on the grid, both racing points already there, as they've both been disqualified from the formation lap. And now we prepare for a probably quite chaotic race. In a league race I did here, the commentator kept saying that it was incredibly hard to overtake here and there were going to be very few overtakes. He was wrong. In F1, there will probably be less than there were, given I was in F2. And that is not the kind of camera I want. Go back. There we go. And it's lights out, and we are off. Jamil apparently in the lead, but that is a timing glitch. George Nader retains the lead into turn 1, and Ozia, though, right behind him. Armchair Bike looking to pressure. Oh, safety car already. So that seems to have been probably a bit of a pile-up back here. Probably. I mean, obviously, but, oh, God, these guys are going slowly. I wonder if they have the glitch where they're both told to give a position back. Or maybe they're just going slowly because of their delta. So, Jamil F1, apparently in the lead, but he's not actually. George Nader, our actual leader. There we go. That's back to normal. So, George Nader, our actual leader, followed by Enosia Thompson. What? Enosia, Armchair Bike, Legend, Sam, who lost positions off the start? Yes, Sam lost a position off the start. Yes, so... Anyways, followed by Sam, Ellie Risk, ACW, Karam, Hetcamper, NRT Prez, Mickey, Jamil, PSVT, Nick, Jacob, Pep. Again, I cannot pronounce that. Well, I probably could, but I really don't want to mess it up, so just gonna call him Pep. Junior, Michael, Art Apple Gamer, and King Kiski, who is in AI. So 5-second time penalty to Michael for ignoring yellow flags, and several other people. As Michael pits, And yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, not really much to say. I guess I could check. So, biggest gainer on the first lap is Jacob22F1, gaining 5 positions. Well, on the first 2 laps, I guess. And the biggest loser is Michael, who has lost 5 positions. Well, I'm getting bored of waiting. Oh, who's that? Nope, never mind. Looked like Legend was going into the pits for a moment. Well, under safety car, I will tell you, I don't know what I'll tell you, actually. So, fun fact, watch out for hackers on PlayStation. That was sort of random, and I'll give the backstory. Someone in another league I'm in, was being impersonated, the other day. We thought their account had been hacked. It turns out that there was someone, and by the way, safety car in this lap, so I'll end this story quickly. Someone took his username, and rather than using the L in it, put a capital I, and has been impersonating this guy, and raced in our league, and tried to take a bunch of people out. As George has gone, he caught, Anosia sleeping, I think the term is. Anosia falling behind. Armchair Bike surely will be looking to get second place off of him. Bit of a lockup. That was Sam trying to go around the outside of Legend. No, it's the other way around. Legend is going down his inside. My bad. Ellie Risk now on the outside. Did Ellie Risk have damage? No, okay, that's my bad. ACW behind. Followed by Kara, Pit Camper, Energy Prez, PSVT is just pitted. So, George Nader. Followed by Nozia, who's already 8 tenths back. George Nader, one of the quickest drivers in this league. ACW, I believe, is actually leading the championship. I could be mistaken, but I believe ACW is leading the championship. Bit of a overseer there after a curb ride from Nozia. Sam looking to pressure Legend, really wanting this 4th position. Sam, who showed very, very strong pace during qualifying, getting out of the slipstream, going for the overtake, and making it work. So, P4 for Sam now. Legend will now be under pressure from Ellie Risk, presumably. Bit of a battle going on down here. I think that was just Nick getting Mickey. ACW, followed by Kara, and Ellie Risk very close together. Sam pulling away from Legend a little bit, but not by a ton. 2 seconds back from Armchair Bike, who will be definitely looking to get by Nozia, who is 9 tenths behind George Nader, who will desperately want to break the toe. Oh, that's Pepchin, who's had an incident, I would guess. Legend getting Sam back. What's happened there? Oh, that's a yellow flag. I think that's a Williams. So Legend has gotten Sam back. Oh, virtual safety car. Ooh, wow. It's a destroyed Williams, if I've ever seen one. Ooh, into the barrier hard. And he's out. He lost a wheel. Nozia pits. A lot of people pit. So, ACW, though, stays out. He's now in lead, and safety car VSC ends. So, ACW in the lead, followed by Karam. Karam, who disconnected from League Race earlier today, an FTRS tier League Race, the WEC race. I think that's the same Karam. Logically it is, so, yeah. Okay, I do apologize for that. Alright. Back to paying attention. So, Legend in last. 7 seconds off Nick, who is just a couple seconds ahead of, behind Pet Camper. Definitely said that wrong. Legend is behind Nick. I think I said he was ahead. So, what's this? This is a big battle going on here. So, there are 5 people. Oh, Pepchin wanting to go. Okay, I guess I'm calling Pepchin now. Pepchin wanting to go down the inside of Nozia. Definitely really shutting the door, though. No, it's too far back. It's too far away from it. Get a good view from the back of Kiski. Might be able to get an okay view, actually. Better Nozia, though. Pepchin really wanting to make a move on him. Go back into the Nozia actually with damage, I think. Oh, that's Sam, or Pepchin going for the move. Makes it stick. And he he's through. Sam now on the back of Anosia. Well, okay, I say that as though he's like right on the back. He's closing quickly though. I wonder if Anosia will be bidding this damage. He is indeed. So Georginator just getting Jacob now. In a net P1, I would guess. Sam presumably in a net P2. But Sam has a lot of traffic to deal with. I wonder if his teammate will be letting him through now. He doesn't seem to be. This could go badly for Sam very easily. Oh, that's collision. That is a big one. Pep is out. Pepchin is out. Safety car. Oh, this could be massive. Oh, that is big damage. Jesus, are we racing on full damage or something? That's used too far back, the car will be gone. So, this could really throw something in. Because there will be people gaining a ton of time through pitting on their safety car. Of course, it won't be as much as it would be because the people who've already pitted will have pitted on their virtual safety car. So, although they won't lose as much time as they would, or as, although, what was I saying? They will lose time. Mickey's still staying out. Does not seem to be Mickey or Jamil's style to pit under safety car or virtual safety car. Wait, Jamil didn't pit, did he? Give me a second. No, okay, I didn't think so. 4 stops already for our Apple Gamer. Oh my, that is a lot of stops. So, the only people yet to stop in this race are Jamil and ACW. Not ACW, Mickey. So, Mickey and Jamil both having gained 10 positions now. Not Kinkiski, Anosia having lost 14 though. So those are the biggest movers. Up and down respectively. And in general. So. I'm gonna put it on timer. Close that. As we now wait for the safety car to go in, hopefully next lap. Oh, I should try to think of some fun facts. Here, well, why don't I check the race director and see whose home races it is. So, it is Mickey's home race. It is Sam's home race. It is Armchair. Is that the Dutch flag? Yes, that is. I don't know why Armchair Bike's flag confused me, but not the others. It is Armchair Bike's home race. It is Legend's first race. It is Anosia's home race. And Nick's home race. It is Pepchin's home race. And it is PSVT's home race. Incidents. Oh dear lord, that is a lot of 5-second time penalties. Okay. Interesting. Let's see, pit stops, repairs, front wing. Medium to hard. Let's see if there's anyone who's switched onto the same tire as they were on before. Soft for NRT Prez. Has he pitted since, though? I will check later. Oh, safety car in this lap, I think. Alrighty. As do I keep calling him ACW? Probably because it's his teammate. Anyways, Mickey bolts now. Jamil, good getaway though. Jamil's going for something into turn 1. This is for the lead, although these two both need to pit. George Nader is in a net lead. Oh, he's making it work around the outside of turn 2, but Mickey's still there on the outside of turn 3. Side by side still. Mickey keeps it ahead though. What do I want? There we go. Something's happened to Karam there. Seems to have had a collision, presumably with Jacob. But Mickey retains the lead over Jamil, just barely. Oh, Jamil getting really loose there. Really thought he'd lost it for a moment. That was quite something. ACW on fresher tires than George Nader will surely be wanting to do something about the McLaren ahead of him. Sam now losing position to NRT Prez. Sam will surely want to get that back. The Alfa Romeo is a very nice car. I personally quite enjoy driving it. It's one of my favorite cars in the game, along with the Racing Point. That's a move from George Nader down the inside, and he's made it work on Jamil. So, Jamil now will probably not try to get George Nader back, but I'm sure he will want to limit the amount that he loses to people like ACW, LA Risk, NRT Prez, and oh, that's Karam who's retired. In the pits though. It's unfortunate to see that. Karam not having a great day in terms of FTRS League racing. Disconnecting apparently from FTRS WEC Tier 2. And now retiring from F1 Tier 1. So it's not a great day for him. Leaving the session. Sorry, I zoned out. Well, that's something. Nosya trying to get armchair bike, or possibly the other way around. Oh, Legend's gonna get Nosya. See what I said? There is plenty of overtaking here. I do like that sort of Vettel replica helmet. So Junior Spam L2 in last of the people currently in the race. Mickey in first, 4/10 ahead of George Nader, who will surely be wanting to get ahead of him. I'm going to watch George Nader's wheel and try to evaluate if he's on controller or wheel. I don't know why, but I'm going to. Actually, I think he may be on controller, which confuses me. I'm no good on controller personally. I always race on a wheel. Just don't understand driving on a controller. As George Nader, no. Give me a sec. George Nader makes a move for the lead. And he makes it stick through turn 1. So it's no longer the net lead for George Nader, it's a genuine lead. ECW in a net P2 will surely want to be getting by Jamel soon. Someone's going down the order. Oh, Nick and Art Applegamer having a good battle. How is Jacob? Wait, I said Nick and Art Applegamer, didn't I? I meant Jacob. So, not only is Jacob in the Leclerc car, Art Applegamer's in their Ricardo car, as you can see, number 3 and number 16. Not really sure what to say. This is a very good battle, probably the closest one at the moment. actually, Nausea is just 2/10 back on Armchair Bike. Will he go for something? Thinks better of it. Lock up into turn 1. Keeps it right behind Armchair Bike regardless though. Who is directly behind Sam. Sector 1 yellow, that is for Jacob. I wonder if there's contact with Art Apple Gamer. He does not seem to have any visible damage. Now back to the front. Pet Camper, 3-second time penalty. I could have sworn for a moment that Armchair Bike didn't have a head, but he does. So, Sector 3 yellow, that is no blue actually. Oh, that is Head Camper. Unfortunate for him. Very unfortunate for him. Oh, that's ACW on the inside of Jamil into turn 2. Backs out of it. Jamil, a little bit of a wide line though, but it gives him the inside into turn 3. ACW will surely... Oh, ACW now under pressure from Elirist. That was... Nope, that may have just been my bad. I don't know. Anyways, ACW will surely want to get back at Jamil, who is now just over a second behind Mickey. Head Camper and Junior both pit. Nick gets a 3-second time penalty. And on lap 17, this race is starting to pick up as we've got a massive chain here of ACW pulling away a tiny bit. Nope, that's my bad. So George Nader, 2.4 seconds ahead of Mickey. Oh my, that is really quite the train. But then we've got ACW directly behind, surely gonna go for something on Jamil now. Yes, he is. Don't know why I said that so triumphantly. But Jamil, ACW now into third, leading the train with Jamil trailing directly behind. Elirist trailing a little bit behind, almost sort of their own train with NRT Prez. Almost sort of the lead of this actual train. I don't know. Point is, we've got a big train of ACW, Jamil, Elirist, NRT Prez, ooh, Armchair Bike, ooh, that's Sam and Anosia going side by side, and Legend in the background at the end of the train. Sam on the outside of Anosia. Anosia holds it though. Sam will surely want to go for something very low on ERS though, Sam is. Not much lower than Anosia though, to be fair. On the contrary, Armchair Bike is, like a bit higher on ERS. Oh, that's Legend going for something on Sam. This is not going well for Sam. Side by side. Tiny bit of contact. They both seem fine though. Oh, bit more contact. Good save from Legend there. But that's going to allow Nick down his inside. Can't hold it there though. Nick will want to be... Oh, who's that? That's Anosia. Retired. Oh, he's hit the retire button though because, like, look. Andy's left the session. Unfortunate, but you just had to see it coming. It was coming. You didn't know that it was them, but oh, it's always going to happen to someone. They're just all there. So Sam now, not having to deal with the nausea, just Legend now. Armchair Bike right on the back of NRT Perez. Got a suggestion from the official FTRS account that I stopped using the onboard cam quite as much, so I've got to remind myself to stop doing that now. Going for something is an Armchair Bike on NRT Perez, round the outside, makes it stick. gets past actually before the corner, really. FTRS visuals actually already posted on their Instagram story the top 5 from qualifying. So that's interesting. Yeah. So ACW, I missed that, has gotten Mickey. Don't know how long ago that was, but he got it. And that is NRT Prez pitting from the soft tires. Don't know what compound he'll go on to. Also Nick pitting. So, a very close battles here. Yes, of course, there's, oh man, that hit, people hitting is really confusing me. Okay, so we've got Ellie Risk, Armchair Bike, and Jamil close together. Armchair Bike and Ellie Risk the closer two of that pack of 3. Something's happened to Sam. Has it? Yeah, I think something happened to Sam. So I feel like he wasn't down at 11th before. So, yeah, sorry for missing that. Right, I'm gonna... Hold on. How did I miss that? I was spectating then. Armchair Bike got Ellie Risk. So we've got a train of 4 here, started by Mickey, followed by Jamil, then Armchair Bike, and Ellie Risk. So, Jamil in second in this train. Just in this train, not actually in second. Still needs to pit, I believe. As does Mickey, though. Hold on. Okay. Oh, there was a comment. I do apologize for missing that. Nice race, 20 minutes ago. So 20 minutes ago, someone said nice race. I agree. I do apologize for missing your comment, and that's Kinkiski retiring. Not sure where his car is. Oh, there it is. That's in Junior's way. So Kinkiski retiring on track. Sam, fastest lap of the race, back up into 8th. NRT Prez and Art Apple Gamer really going at it here. So, let's see. Oh, that's... What's happened to Jamil there? Jamil's had something, I think maybe a bit of a spin. Can't tell if they have damage. Although Armchair Bike has waited for them. I wonder if Armchair Bike actually spun them. Because, like, I can't... If Armchair Bike didn't spin them, I can't think of a single reason that they'd let them back through. I think Junior had a bit of an issue at turn 3. That's the 2 Ferraris colliding, reminding me of real life. Just to give you Brazil 2019 flashbacks, have the Ferraris collide. It's actually a good battle. 5-second time penalty. Collided with Jacob 22F1. Gained 1 place. That was Nick. As both Ferraris pit. That is not going to be a... Oh, Nick actually retires. I wonder if Jacob will as well. What am I missing up at the front? Let's see. This is not the guy that's 5 tenths back from the person ahead. That would be Armchair Bike. 5 tenths behind Jamil F1. Jacob 22F1 has retired now. So we have 14 people, or 13 people remaining in this race. 13 of 20. Oh, sorry. I'm just yawning. It's pretty early in the morning. Well, that's not true. I just got up early for a different league race. Anyways, well, I mean, it's decently early, but that's not the point. So, oh, that's a spin. That's a spin for Armchair Bike. Reset to track there. Caught that on stream. It's not allowed in another league I'm in. I have no idea about this league, though. But I suppose if it's not, he'll be penalized for it. If it is allowed, then... So, George Nader with a 5-second gap to ACW, followed by Ellie Risk, Sam, because, go back, Ellie Risk, followed by Sam, Nick, as Nick leaves the session. So Sam in 4th, NRT Prez 5th, 6th is Michael, 7th Mickey, 8th Jamil, who's just come out of the pits, 9th Armchair Bike, Legend 10th, 11th is Art Apple Gamer, 12th Head Camper, don't know what that yellow flag was for, and Junior is 13th. I think I forgot to say Head Camper was 12th. He is. That's a Renault. That is Art Apple Gamer in the wall. Wouldn't surprise me if they retire. Seems to be a trend right now. Oh my god, I need to stop yawning. So, George Nader looking like the favorite for the win right now. ACW, 5.5 can't speak. Why do I keep stopping? ACW, 5.5 seconds back. Hard Apple Gamer, 3-second time penalty. Ellie Risk in 3rd, 7.9 seconds back. Oh, that's actually 2 people very close together. That is Art Apple Gamer retires. I think that's in the pit lane, though. Who are the people close together? Michael and... It's Mickey that's really close to Perez. NRT Perez defending into the chicane. Mickey not really looking like he's gonna go for anything right there anyways, but he definitely doesn't. So, 12 remaining people in the race. Hold on. Armchair Bikes, it's the fastest lap of the race, but that's not what I was going to say. I was going to say Mickey gets NRT Prez. Everyone has now pitted, I believe. Yep, everyone has pitted at least once. Highest running person with more than one stop is Michael, I believe now. What is going on? Why can't I tell? It is NRT Prez. So, biggest gainers and losers of the people who are still in the lobby, or who are still driving. Biggest losers are Armchair Bike, down 5 positions from starting place. Is that George Nader? No, I didn't think so. That would be NRT Prez. So, virtual safety car, what's this? Is that Head Camper? Head Camper seemed to be off track. What's happened, and why are there so few cars on track? That is a lot of lag. Check to see if it's just me or them. Okay, it seems to be them. Head Camper retires. So, 11 people left in this race. If one more person retires, the only people that finish are going to be the people in the points. So, the person who's lost the most positions, Legend, and the person who's gained the most is Mickey. So, Michael's taken these mediums 19 laps, while George Nader has taken these hards 22. ACW and Ellie Risk having taken these hards 19 laps. Sam will surely be looking to catch up to Ellie Risk in the remaining laps. So George Nader with a pretty good gap, 6.8 seconds to ACW. That's no easy feat. ACW is a very, very, very quick driver. So I'd say we can't discredit, oh, that's a move being made, possibly. Is it? Yes, it is. That is Armchair Bike down the inside of NRT Prez. I think there's a tiny little bit of contact, but not enough to really mess up either driver. Might have been a little bit of contact at turn 2 also, but they've made it through alright. Junior Spam retires and leaves the session. I don't know if it actually said he left, but he definitely retired. So, if you finish this race, you finish in the points. Isn't that enjoyable? We have lost 10 people so far. And who's that going down in positions? That's Mickey. What's up with Mickey? Okay, losing the rear end. No idea what's going on there. But other people are getting more points now, so But I have no clue what's just happened with Mickey there. I wonder if he's going into the pits to retire, I bet. Everyone is. Everyone's retiring, it's ridiculous. Well, okay, that's maybe the wrong word, but it's frustrating how many people are retiring. And Mickey does not seem to be retiring, though. So, that's nice. Junior now leaves the session. So, George Nader coming on to lap 32 now. 7.6 seconds, 7.5 seconds ahead of ACW, who is 9.7 seconds ahead of Ellie Risk, who is, oh, he's now 10 seconds ahead, who is 2.7 seconds ahead of Sam, who is 3.9 seconds ahead of Armchair Bike, who is 3.6 seconds ahead of NRT Prez. No, that's 3.8. What? I'm confused myself. Never mind. They're all just like 3 seconds away from each other around there, so ignore that. You guys can read the gaps yourselves. I'm struggling for some reason, so. Why don't we watch George Nader? We'll ride on board with him as he starts his next lap. Ride on board with your race leader for a lap. I will now shut up to let you listen to it. And that is a lap with your race leader. So, Mickey now in last position of the remaining drivers. Sam has caught up to Ellie Risk a lot, but as he starts his second last lap, 1.3 seconds back. Not sure he'll be able to get him in time, although 1.1 seconds. He could get in, if he gets into DRS range, it's certainly possible that he could get Ellie Risk on the final lap. Or if Ellie Risk makes a mistake, then he could definitely get him on this lap too. So, Sam, less than a second back now. He is within DRS range, really pushing Shirley. If I were him, I'd really want this podium. It's within, it's within reach, but it's not quite there yet. So I will go off of the onboard camera, watch the TV camera, as Sam, 7/10 behind Ellie Risk. It's gonna all come down to the final lap. George Nader has started his final lap, as has ACW, but Ellie Risk and Sam will be starting their final laps 4/10 apart. Less than that, 2/10 apart, less than a tenth. Sam goes for it, already completes the move. Oh, Ellie Risk wanted to stick it out around the down the inside, but Sam has made the move work. Ellie Risk, it's their turn to make the move now, with 15%, well, it's constantly changing, like 10% ERS, but Sam has about the same. So they're more or less even, both with the symbol. Oh, no, the only. Ellie risks fuel symbols flashing, but Sam's is perfectly fine. Armchair Bike could get in on this now. He seems to be within DRS range. 7/10 back, Ellie risks losing not one, but maybe now 2 positions on the final lap. Although I doubt he'll get that. But George Nader comes across the line to win the Dutch Grand Prix here in Zandvoort. ACW comes home second, and after a last lap overtake, Sam will take 3rd place. Oh, unless penalties have something to do with this. Sam, weaving, so presumably not worried about penalties, comes home 3rd. Elias 4th, Armchair Bike 5th. 6th will be NRT Prez, followed by Jamil F1, Michael Tabal 99 or X97, then Legend SV5 and Mickey Tija. I'm gonna pretend I pronounced that right. As Legend actually gets Michael based off through penalties. So that's a P8 for Legend. But yeah, George Nader, brilliant drive from him. Constantly had the gap to ACW. Really nothing ACW could do. ACW drove very well, but George Nader was just there all race. As Mickey doing donuts at the line. Now coming across the line for P10 to get 1 point. So Art Apple Gamer given driver of the day by the game. So, congratulations to George Nader on the win. A brilliant drive. First of many, or not first. Definitely not first. He's won several times already. But, fastest lap goes to Legend. But that's not as important. That's a quali time. 109.8. That's way better than anyone else got. Alright, well, George Nader. First place, started pole, finished first, followed by ACW. Sam, at his home race, 3rd place. Very good result for him. Ellie Risk, 4th. 5th is Armchair Bike. Jamil F1, 6th. 7th, NRT Prez, 8th, Legend. Michael, 9th. 10th, Mickey. 11th, first DNF, Junior, well, not first. 11th on is DNF, so Junior, Head Camper, Art Apple Gamer, Jacob, Nick, Kinkiski, Anozia, Karam, and Pepchin, and PSVT. So, thank you for joining us for the Dutch Grand Prix. That was very fun to commentate on. Thank you to everyone who watched. I will check now. We do in fact have 1 viewer, so that's nice. And it is not myself, so that's even better. But yeah, I'm very happy to have commentated on that. I hope everyone else enjoyed that, because I certainly did. So yeah, congratulations to George Nader, and of course HCW and Sam. Brilliant drive from the 3 of them, and I'm going to end the stream now. Thank you everyone for watching. Have a nice day, and I guess goodbye. Thank you for watching FTRS. Of course, we'll be here next week, so don't forget that. I think WEC is streamed. FTRS WEC. I'm not sure it's streamed on this account though. But yeah, it is streamed, I believe. But thank you for watching, and I will see you all later. So if that is streamed on this account, be sure to go watch that. Um, yeah, I will see you all later. Be sure to check back in next week for the American Grand